What I'm here in Asia to talk to clients about is my view that while the Chinese economy is weak, it's certainly not in crisis or collapsing like many people, especially in the United States, believe. We can see a lot of green shoots. Everything from the consumer is actually doing quite well. I also feel like we're starting to see early signs that the Chinese government understands that it needs to take more measures to rebuild confidence. So, for example, I think it was really important last week that we saw some changes to the cybersecurity rules on exporting data. I think this is a really important sign that the leadership realizes that they've overstepped on the security side and are pushing back now. We'll have to see more, but that's good. We're also seeing stabilization of U.S.-China relations. I think both sides are investing heavily in trying to put a floor under that. It's not going to get a lot better anytime soon, but stabilize it. And so I think things are starting to look like they're going to move in the right direction.
What about the 800-pound gorilla that is property, real estate?
You know, I feel like the property market is also weak, but far from collapse. For example, so far this year, new home sales on a square meter basis are equal to 71% of sales during the same period in 2019. So not great, but not horrible. Prices through August are flat year on year. They're down 2% compared to 2 years ago, but they're up 16% compared to 5 years ago and up 41% compared to 10 years ago. So not great, but not collapsing
either. Not falling off a cliff either,
Yeah, and I suppose if this is a sort of, you could say, controlled slowdown, so to speak, with the deleveraging campaign, there seems to be a recognition now that, we need to kind of wind it back a little bit. This is hurting the property market a little bit too much than we perhaps would have liked. What's your read on and how much control the government has on this situation at the moment when they are sort of transitioning to these new growth drivers? Because I think it's very easy, as you pointed out, particularly with the US media, to come out and criticize President Xi Jinping, but they are looking to evolve, and evolution will inevitably be bumpy. So is that what you're seeing in China right now?
Yeah, I think it's important to recognize that the weak economy right now, but not in crisis, has been driven by a few things. One is, as you said, Sam, a direct desire on the part of the government to reorient and to slow down the property sector as well. And we've seen this before. In 2014, they engineered a sharp decline in the property sector, which then recovered sharply the next year after they pulled back, and we're starting to see them pull back a little bit there. For me, I think the most important thing is the success in China over the decades. So I first went to China as a student in 1980 and then went back as a junior American diplomat in 84. And China was incredibly poor back then, right? On a per capita basis, it was poorer than Haiti and Afghanistan. And it's become as rich as it has become and as innovative because of pragmatism on the part of the government when it comes to economic policy. They made a lot of mistakes over the years, but then they course correct. And I think we're starting to see that course correction today back to pragmatism.